Allahumma barik wa salli wa sallim nahmadu wa nusalli ala rasulil karim amma ba'. Samurai Ibn Jundub radhiyallahu anhu narrates that Nabi SAW very often used to ask his companions, did any one of you have a dream? So one of them would narrate a dream and Nabi SAW would interpret it. One morning Nabi SAW said, last night 2 persons came to me in a dream and woke me up and said, proceed with us. I proceeded with them, and when we came across a man lying down, and then another man was standing over his head holding a big rock, and he was throwing the rock at the man's head who was lying down, crushing his head. The rock rolled away at the other end. The thrower followed in and brought it back. By the time he reached the man, his head had been restored to its normal state. The thrower then did the same as he had done before. I said to my companion, Subhanallah, who are these 2 persons? They said, proceed. So we proceeded and came to a man lying flat on his back, and another man was standing over his head with iron pinches, and he would put the pinches in one side of the man's mouth, staring that side of his face, his nose and eyes to the back of his neck, and similarly the same is done at the other side. He hardly completed one side when the other side is restored to its normal state. Then he returned to the first side to repeat it. I asked my 2 companions, Subhanallah, who are these 2 persons? They said, proceed. So we proceeded and came across a thing like a baking oven. Nabi SAW said, in that oven there was a lot of noise and screaming. We looked into it and found naked men and women, and a flame of fire reaching to them from under this. And when it reached them, they screamed loudly. I asked them, who are they? Who are these? They said, proceed. And so we proceeded. Then we came across a river like red blood. Nabi SAW added, in the river there was a man swimming, and on the bank there was a man who had collected many stones. The swimming man went close to the man with the stones. The former opened his mouth, and the latter on the bank threw a stone into his mouth, whereupon he went swimming again. He returned, and every time this was repeated, I asked my 2 companions, who are these? They said to me, proceed. And we proceeded till we came to a man with a repulsive appearance, the most repulsive appearance you would have ever seen. Beside him there was a fire, and he was kindling it and running around it. I asked my companions, who is this man? They replied, proceed. So we proceeded till we reached a garden of deep green dense vegetation having all sorts of spring colors. In the midst of the garden there was a tall man, and I could hardly see his head because of his great height, and around him there were children in such large numbers that I had never seen anything like it. I said to my companions, who is this? They said, proceed. Inshallah we'll continue tomorrow. May Allah give us tawfiq to put all this into practice and convey to others. Subhanallahi bihamdi, subhanakallahumma bihamdika, asyhadu an la anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun al mursalin. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.